The desert air shimmered under the noon sun, and Private First Class Emily Carter adjusted her patrol cap, sweat trickling down her neck. She was just the gate guard, an assignment most soldiers thought of as routine, even forgettable. But today was different. Today, every set of eyes beyond that checkpoint seemed to weigh heavy on her shoulders. And then, the moment that froze her world came without warning. A Navy SEAL commander, medals catching the light, stopped before her, straightened, and saluted her first. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you re-watching from. I love knowing who is listening. Emily's heart pounded. She'd rehearsed salutes 1,000 times, but never imagined receiving one from someone of his rank, his reputation. She tried to steady her hand, but it trembled as if the weight of honor itself pressed against her palm. Around her, soldiers paused mid-step. Conversations faltered. The wind seemed to hold its breath. A gate guard saluted first. It didn't make sense. Her mind raced back to the morning. She'd caught whispers of insurgent threats near the perimeter and had been sharper than usual, scanning every vehicle, every badge, every face. When she refused entry to a contractor whose papers looked forged, she endured the mutters, the glares, even the mockery of her peers. Too strict, they'd said. She's just a hair-trigger private. But Emily hadn't budged. Something in her gut told her she was right. And hours later, when the man was apprehended outside the wire with explosives strapped beneath his vest, the truth came crashing down like a thunderclap. Emily's instincts had saved lives, more than she could count. The SEAL commander knew it. He had been briefed before stepping through the gate, and when he saw her standing there, posture rigid, eyes sharp, he did what no one expected. He gave her the honor first. A salute not of protocol, but of respect. For a moment, Emily thought she'd misread it. Maybe the sun was playing tricks. But then murmurs rippled through the line of soldiers nearby. Some stood taller, others exchanged glances of awe. It was real. She thought she'd never be seen for more than her uniform and rank. She was wrong. That salute carried weight heavier than any weapon. It silenced doubt and cut through every careless word ever spoken behind her back. In that silent recognition, she felt years of struggle. Every sleepless night, every drill where she had pushed harder than her body allowed, suddenly worth it. But along with pride came a pang of moral tension. She hadn't acted for recognition, hadn't stopped that man for glory. She did it because it was right. Yet now, all eyes were on her. Was she ready for what came next? The commander's voice was low, but carried through the stillness. Private Carter, you saved lives today. His words weren't grand, but they struck harder than gunfire. And then something happened that no one expected. Soldiers, contractors, even civilians waiting for clearance, all broke into quiet applause. Not thunderous, but steady, building like a tide. Emily swallowed hard. She had wanted to disappear in the crowd, to remain just a gate guard doing her duty. But destiny had dragged her into the light, and for once, she didn't shrink away. The days that followed brought new challenges, new doubts, and new responsibilities. Yet every time she questioned her worth, she remembered that moment. The salute that turned a gate into a stage, a private into a protector, and a routine post into a line between life and death. Because kindness doesn't vanish. It waits, and it finds its way back. The same gate where Emily once stood invisible had become the place where her courage was seen, where respect bowed its head first. And under the same desert sun, she finally believed what others now knew. Sometimes the smallest post holds the greatest power. If this story moved you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories of courage, heart, and the moments that change everything.